This is the Meta Movement, and this is a podcast that I record live on TikTok so that I can connect with you guys, give you guys some free readings. We talk about spirituality, we talk about your abilities, my abilities, and a lot of time I'm just connecting to your guides here and delivering messages for you guys. So I'm coming to you from Southwest Florida. It is a beautiful sunny day outside. It is freezing inside, obviously, because there's air conditioning everywhere. But tell me where you guys are from. Hi God. Hi love. How are you? How are you guys? Tell me where you guys are from. I'm coming to you from Southwest Florida. I'm right on the Gulf Coast, so this is like the West Coast of the East Coast. And well, thanks so much for being here. You guys are from, Utah, Kansas, Massachusetts, Canada, Colorado, more Canada. Like, I know you guys, Canada is pretty big, so I get it. You're just telling me where you're from, but all right, Nebraska. We have a couple Nebraskas back to back. Indiana. I'm going to be in Indiana soon. Yeah. I hope, you know what, guys, I'm going to start traveling the U.S., Washington. I'm going to go to Washington, too. New York. We have 2 New Yorks back to back. How does that keep happening, guys? We keep happening. That's so insane. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium. I'm also an intuitive life coach. I have a master's in sports psychology, another in behavioral analysis. And what I like to do is come on live and connect with you guys and teach you a little bit about psychology, a little bit about awakening and self-healing. I do offer some special discount readings for those who are live. Only you guys know about it. Hello from South Africa and California. So now in about 3 months, and now actually for the past 4 years, my family has been working on minimalizing everything we own, and we're like 2 or 3 months away from being mobile. So we will be traveling the United States in our van and RV, our entire family of 6 with our 2 dogs, and we are literally going to be just traveling for the next, probably at least until December or January of next year. So I'm going to be popping up all over the United States, doing readings, doing lives, and I think it's going to be a great opportunity because I will be coming by a lot of you. I'm stuck down here in this corner of Florida, but I'll be traveling, and who knows where I'll be when I jump on the live. So I'm super excited. Our plan is to head to Indiana first because we have family there, and then we're going to head north and head over to Washington, down through California, and then probably back through Arizona, hitting Mississippi, back to Florida. And we have family here in Florida, so that's probably why we would come back. But really, who knows? I say this, but we are like spontaneous. What town in Indiana? Oh my gosh, it's my husband. Starts with an S. Come on, Katie. South Bend. Okay. Yep. Okay. There's a lot of family like Michiganda. Is that like a place too where it's like Michigan and Indiana? Or I don't know if it's an actual city, but it's my husband's side of the family, so he knows it a little bit more than I do. All right, guys. So, how are you? So you guys are going to get some card readings today. I'm going to jump into it. I'm just shuffling a few decks. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit how to use crystals to heal yourself. I have some pendulums that I'm going to show you guys as well, and I'm just going to get my decks organized so that we can begin the free readings. I have an amazing and talented moderator in here. There she is, right on cue. Black and Pink 12. Sorry, I screamed on that one. You guys might hear the echo, but her name is Dominique, and she knows everything, where to get a reading, how to get a reading, questions about me. I know there's a lot of scammers out there on TikTok. Yesterday alone, I blocked 15 of them that had my profile. So it's insane. So we definitely know and appreciate anybody who reports any fake accounts or anything like that. Just know that I don't try to sneak into your DMs to solicit you for a reading. That's never me, okay? I come on live so that you know it's me, so that we can make that connection, okay? Yeah, I have so many, you guys. I don't know what it is, but this is a couple things. This is about thinking about positives in a crazy situation, right? Because we always have to think about positives. Now, here's some positives that I've found about having so many. There's so many. Oh, this name. Naomi Orion. Like, I'm already getting a lot of visuals. And they're not like really good visuals. They would have to do with like trafficking and stuff, or that something bad happened to her in a car with another man. Okay. Naomi Orion. I don't know how to say the last name, but I'm just saying that because that just came to me when you said that. So I don't even know what I was saying. I don't even know what I was saying before that. I'm talking about Dominique. Okay, so asking if you guys have any questions, ask Dominique. She will point you in the right direction. She also knows all the specials that I have available, and anything that you see today, decks, crystals, all my readings, they are all linked in the link in my bio. All right, so if you just head to my name here, you'll leave the live, but I'll be on here for about an hour and a half today. You'll see a little blue arrow that is in my bio, and underneath that arrow, it's so hard to show you guys, is a link that's snipfeed.co/Katie Maike, and then underneath it, you will start to see the specials that are available. If you keep scrolling, you'll get access to my crystal shop. And then all the decks that I use today are featured here in case you're drawn to it. Because I know how hard it is. It's so hard to find decks that you feel connected to without, like, before you buy them. How do you know what the cards are going to say? How do you know what it's going to look like or feel like? So, for example, I went through so many tarot decks before I found one that I liked. And then somebody sent me one randomly. A creator, an artist sent me their deck, and it's my favorite deck. Like, it feels so good in my hands. A deck has to feel good in your hands, okay? It has to feel good in your hands. Like, the deck can't be too big, or you're not going to be able to shuffle it. So, the way, like, whatever these cards are made of, this is called the 5 Cent Tarot. Whatever these cards are made of, these are linked in my bio. It's great feeling. Like, it's very slick when you shuffle, okay? All right, so let's start. Let's do some messages from your guides or energy readings. I think I'm going to do some energy readings. And what we're going to do is I just have to call out your name. So I am clairvoyant. I get most of my messages through visions. I'm great at Pictionary. And I basically am going to use the vision and the cards to kind of get into whatever it is, the energy reading that you need, or message that you need to know about what's going on, or how to get out of the energy, or energy you need to embrace, whatever the message is for you, really. Okay, and yeah, I think that's it. You guys are good. You guys know what to do. So just letting you guys know, I do have a couple different specials today. I have my normal $16 psychic reading. I have a $11 reading from the Daily Crystal Inspiration Deck to discover your blocks. And then I also have a past life karma reading for $16, where I basically tell you the karma that you're meant to heal in this lifetime, karma that is connected to your soul through past lives. Now, it's not a past life reading. I'm just zoning in on the actual traits or the karma. I'm not able, and this reading is not telling you about your past life or what it looked like or what it looked like in a past life. I'm just taking the karma that's connected to your soul and basically putting it on a platter and saying, here it is, without the bells and whistles. But if you want the bells and whistles, just keep scrolling and you'll see the full past life reading. Okay, here we go. Arlene. I just keep seeing your name, Arlene, every time it comes through and a card fell out. Okay, you have the Queen of Cups. This is about you, really. This has to do with your home life, I feel, because Queen of Cups is like somebody who sits on their throne at home. It's somebody who is in charge of people in their environment, as far as maybe... Okay, I take back the word in charge. I feel like maybe you feel like you are somebody who is always like, you always have to be that person that does things. But I feel like you need to like take a step back, take a breath. There's like this energy of calmness that really needs to come over you at home. There's something about home, comfort, calmness, and if you can't find that, then you need to find that. I feel like your energy needs to find that calmness equals home. Okay? Home doesn't want to equal chaotic. You don't want to be away from home. If you feel like you guys, anybody out there, if you feel like, if you work all day and you're like, oh my God, I don't want to go home, or if you have this energy of you don't want to go home, then there's a reason. There's something that needs to happen. You need to either change your home or change the reason you don't want to go, whether it's a conversation or a relationship or facing someone or facing your house or whatever it is. Okay, change that. Okay, Patty, here we go. Message from your guides, energy reading. What does Patty need to know? I feel like you have a lot of changes that are coming into your life, Patty, and I am being told that you need to embrace those changes. Okay, I got the Four of Cups in reverse. This is telling me for you to just stay motivated as your life is going through changes. Try to stay motivated as maybe your interest or the things that you're used to. It's really like, I feel like there's things that you were used to that go away. They slowly go away because you don't need them. But it's like energetically, I feel like you're saying, but I used to do this and I used to do that. It's like, this is the metaphor I'm given. Say that you lived in the north at one point where there were a lot of mountains to climb, and you used to be someone who went hiking all the time, and you moved to, let's say, Florida, where it's very flat and there's no place to be outside. You're still thinking about what you used to do and how you can't do it now. And I feel like there's an energy of you really finding a way to get motivated, and whatever you do have access to or whatever is within reach, try to find motivation within that. Try to find drive within that. Okay? Use what's around you now. Okay, Vanessa. Energy reading for Vanessa. What do you need to know, Vanessa? All right, guides, step in. What does Vanessa need to know? I feel like you need to pick me up. I feel like your guides literally went over to you and picked you up by your shirt. Like two angels went by, picked you up by your shirt with their wings flying and like brought you over to a bench. Spot on. Impulse. Okay. This is something about your you're getting upset at yourself for letting your emotions get the best of you, right? And your angels want you to they need to let you know that it's okay. It's the realization that it is getting the best of you. It's when you realize at the end of the day, it's when you freak out and you say, I shouldn't have acted that way, or I shouldn't have done that. It's that moment that is important. That's it. It's the reflection. Okay, because over time, your ability to fall back into the old ways, or like whether it's like a burst of anger in that moment, that will slowly go away the more attention you give it, the more awareness you give it. Okay? So don't feel bad. Stop being so hard on yourself. You should actually be like grateful for those moments where you realize it. Okay? Awesome. Okay, guys. Fallon, a message for you, Fallon. Energy reading, something that you need to know. Okay. Okay, so I got the world in reverse, and so I laughed because it was so weird. I felt like I saw this mountaintop, and this is going to come in as a metaphor, I feel like, for Fallon. I saw this mountaintop, and it was like you wanted to jump to the top. I feel like you wanted to avoid the work in between, and I had to tell you, start at the bottom. Start at the bottom. And I got the world card, and it says stunted growth or emptiness, and I feel like you're missing the stuff in the middle. I feel like you're missing the experiences, and you're missing the small little goals and the gratitudes and the things that you're overcoming. Like you're missing those small things, and you're just kind of looking to that end result. I really feel like you need to be in the now and really experiencing, you know, the little triumphs over time. Focus on the small triumphs over time, and I feel like you're going to have more success in the actual accomplishment of the goal. Sometimes, I mean, as I studied sports psychology, remember I worked with a lot of athletes, and when athletes have big goals, when athletes put like a big goal, like let's just say the goal is like winning the series or whatever, and they don't have small goals in the middle, then it can seem like you have no order or no order or organization, and it can also feel like once you get to achieving that it wasn't all that it's cracked up to be. That it's over, you finally got there, and it's over and it's gone with and it's done with. So there is this idea of really taking time and being in the moment as you're climbing the ladder, per se. Okay, absorb each step of the ladder as you go, and really allow that to become your new life. Because when we think about life, all we're doing, when we say something like, oh, my life is great, or my life is crappy, or whatever we say, it's basically us taking all of those memories that we categorized as good or bad, and we are replaying them in chronological order in our head. That's the entire gist of our life. That's it. That's our life. It's just memories. Okay? There really is no physicality to the word that. I mean, we are life. Right? Okay. Need a little sip of water. How's everyone doing? My name is Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium. If you would just join me, I'm also an intuitive life coach. I have a master's in sports psychology and other behavioral analysis. I've worked a lot with athletes. I was a psychology teacher. So here I am combining psychology and spirituality to help you guys grow and learn and heal yourself, because you don't typically need, nobody is going to heal for you. Okay? Nobody is going to do it for you. Nobody can just, you're healed. That doesn't exist. You physically have to do it, whether it's a mindset or you have to change your ways, routines. Most of the time, it's just a mind shift. It's a mental mind shift, okay? Now, a lot of you guys are really intuitive. And if you haven't used, I really would suggest you guys getting either an oracle deck, okay, or dowsing rods, or even a pendulum. Okay, getting a pendulum can help you connect yourself to your intuition, and it can really help you understand what is intuition and what is fear. So, for example, when I started doing missing persons cases and I had a question that I was really fearful to ask, like, is the person alive or dead? I would use my pendulum a lot of the time. And what is actually happening? Nobody is actually moving this pendulum except for me. Psychologically speaking, it's been proven in studies, sports psychology studies, where when we think of an act that our body is doing, whether we are thinking of crunches or baseball, or we are thinking that a pendulum is going to move in a certain way, whatever that deep connection to our subconscious thought is, we are actually moving the neurons in our brain, which moves the neurons in our body. It's triggered. It's an electrical current. Okay, and I do believe that we can see these in fMRIs. Okay, and because there's movement that's going. Remember, an fMRI is functional magnetic resonance imagery. So that is a function. Something is changing. Something's moving. So what happens? You got the amethyst pendulum. Yay! I have been shipping out. Yes, I've been shipping pendulums. So I randomly will make pendulums and throw them in my shop. Let me show you how to use a pendulum, guys. Okay. So here we go. Now, you can I use my necklace a lot of the time, because, so what happens if you buy a pendulum from me, you'll get a necklace too. You'll get one of these necklaces, and you can wear your pendulum on a necklace, and then when you need it as a pendulum, you basically just hold one side and it stays hooked to the other side, okay? So I have smaller pendulums available in my store. All you have to do is click the link in my bio, click on the pendulums, and then you can kind of scroll. Okay, you had a question. Will you still be making a video on Naomi Orion? I can make a video. Okay. Now, this is how you use a pendulum. The first thing you want to do is understand yes or no questions, okay? Because you're ultimately asking yes or no's with a pendulum. And you have to figure out what is a yes or no to you. It's different for everyone. Now, let me tell you what I do personally. The first thing that I ever realized was that a yes question from myself spins in a clockwise position. Now, some people might spin back and forth, side to side. It doesn't matter, okay? You have to figure that out on your own, and this is how you're going to do it. You're going to hold your pendulum in whatever hand is the most comfortable, and you're going to hold it over your palm. I always like to hold it over my palm so I can make sure that it's actually moving in a specific direction. And I do that by using the lines on my palm. Okay, so I use the lines on my palm as a straight line so I know if it's moving or not. Okay, so this is how you figure out what a yes is. Yours is going to be different. Okay, yeah, let's get this to 10,000 likes while I show you guys how to use a pendulum. Just take your fingers and double tap on that screen. Get this live to 10,000 likes while I show you guys how to use this pendulum. Okay, thank you. All right, so you want to ask a question that you know is a yes. Okay, so obviously I know my name is Katie. So I'm going to ask out loud, is my name Katie? Okay? So I'm going to hold it, and you can hold it however you want. You see mine is like wrapped around a little bit. I don't like mine long, but some of you, it could be long. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's do it this way. So, and you want to try to stay as still as possible. The muscles will twitch regardless, okay? So you just say, well, you don't say this. I say this. I would say, is my name Katie? See how it's moving in a circle? So for me, I would know that a yes equals clockwise. Now I would ask a question that I know is a no. Is my name Rupert? So mine's actually moving back and forth on the line in my hand. So back and forth for me equals no. So this is how you're going to start to work with your pendulum, is first understand what a yes is and then understand what a no is. Thank you so much for the likes. You guys are badass. You're getting awesome on this. Like, you're almost at 10,000. Thank you. And now, where did you get your pendulum? I make my pendulums. Okay, so this one's for sale, actually. This is amethyst. Actually, I mean, I haven't checked my website like recently, so if they're purchased, they won't be on the website. But they're unique. I only make them individually. This is an amethyst sphere. You see the purple? Let me see if I can get out of here so you can see the purple. All right. This is the amethyst sphere. This one's 33. Let me show you a couple others I have. And the larger ones come with chains. The smaller ones come with necklaces. This one is gold with pink and gold underneath it, and it is a rose quartz titanium aura quartz. These are 30. The large ones are 33. Like, these big ones are 33, and the smaller ones are 22. All right. So here is one, the rose quartz with aura, the aura titanium. So if you guys don't know how aura quartz are created, they are put in an airtight chamber, all of the air is sucked out, and then they put titanium gas inside, and the titanium binds to whatever crystal is in there, and that gives it this aura, or this like rainbow kind of aura, okay? I also have this rainbow fluorite. It's more of a green fluorite. And I made this to resemble kind of like, I guess, mermaid colors. There's some blue, greens, and purples in this. This is another large one. Okay, these are 33. And this is the last big large one that I have. This is rose quartz. This is a large pendulum. Okay, so these are 33, and these come with chains on them. And it's actually it's a tower in there, so it's a large, nice point on that. I do have some others, like tiny ones. You guys can head to the crystal shop to like view them or see them. This one's actually this is a double point. Can you see that one? So it would be good to work with like a relationship with children or something like that. All right, so go check that out if you're looking to get a pendulum, or if you don't see something that you like, just keep an eye on my website. It's intuitioncc.com. But you can always get there through the link in my bio, and I'm always putting up like new things that I make randomly, okay? If you do spend $50, I have some guy named Demon Child 1 who doesn't have a shirt on in his pictures asking me to go live. How do I turn this shit off? Like, this is insane. The random questions, the randomness of this. Okay. I also have some awesome crystals on there too. I have some Veracruz crystals and points on there. These are $25. And then I have some Brazilian amethyst points for $18. I know I also have like some palm stones, some rose quartz palm stones and stuff. So check it out if you're looking for crystals. Like I said, I'm hitting the road, so all my crystals are like super cheap in price because I can't bring my store with me. So I'm trying to get rid of my inventory in the next 3 months. All right, guys, let's do some more readings. Let me check to see if anyone purchased. Just let you guys know the readings come through. All right. So just letting you guys know again, there's 3 specials going. One is a psychic reading, and this could be on anything. This could be on relationships, moving, career, finances, energy, future visions, things like that. I also have a past life karma, where I'm basically telling you your karma from a past life. Okay, and this can help by you this can help you to get over some of the maybe behaviors that you don't realize that you're carrying with you. All right. All right, I do see Melissa. Melissa, you came through. Awesome. Thank you. All right, so another reading that I have available has to do with this deck, okay? This is called the Daily Crystal Inspiration Deck, and I love this deck so much because it helps you to see what crystal you need in your life in order to balance your chakra, your energy, and how we use crystals. I mean, I'll just give you a quick example. Crystals vibrate at a certain frequency depending on their color. Our chakras vibrate on a certain frequency. Different areas of our body are vibrating on the same frequency based on colors. That's why chakras go to color systems. The color of the crystal will correlate with the color of that chakra, and that is what you're trying to basically stabilize your energy with the crystal. As humans, our DNA structure is not as stable as the molecules in a crystal. So that's how we can use crystals to stabilize our energy. All right, now this deck is going to help me to tell you what blocks you need to get over, and it's also going to tell me what crystal you need in order to maybe just holding a crystal sometimes or meditating with a crystal can help to naturally balance that chakra, even if you're not like mentally working on getting through that block, okay? So we're going to do that. Say your name in the comments, guys. Double tap on that screen. And don't forget, I do have the $16 specials linked in my bio, okay? So I hope to work with some of you guys. And actually, I did a lot of work right before I came on live, so if you do book a reading, the chances of you getting it back within the next day or two or before the weekend are pretty good. All right. Okay, Mary. All right, Mary, I do feel like you need to prioritize your health. I did get turquoise. Unfortunately, I don't have turquoise because real genuine turquoise is really expensive. A lot of the beads and crystals that I would say that I've come into that say that they're turquoise are either turquoise colored halides or they are repurposed crushed. But I do feel energetically, though, that when it comes to your health, I do feel like breathing, something with breathing. So I don't know if this is like you have to exercise more or you're having a hard time breathing or it's hard for you to breathe while you run and that's why you don't. But I do feel like there's something that you have to focus on. I don't know if this is going to help you or not. This might help someone, so I'm just going to say this example. But I do know just from sports psychology that if you run, if you run at a slow enough pace to where you're only breathing in your nose and breathe out your mouth, or you can breathe in and out your nose, but don't breathe in your mouth when you're running. If you do that, then you are running at the perfect consistency where you will not get tired. A lot of athletes have a problem of pace or time because they're exhausting their lungs. So if you move at a pace where your lungs are comfortable moving, then you're not going to exhaust your lungs or get tired. So breathing in your nose and out your mouth the entire time. Once you have to start opening your mouth and you start panting, like, that means you're going too fast. It means you have to slow down, okay? So I guess this is general advice for everyone because it came to my mind, but maybe it has to do with your health too, okay? You never know. So I just say it, right? So if anybody is or does have health issues, I do medical readings. I do have a lot of success in medical readings. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I have this crazy ability to pinpoint pain, to tell you what is wrong with you. It intuitively comes to me. Now, I may not get like full words of things, but I do get enough information that, like, for the client or for you, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I may have no idea what I'm talking about, but you know exactly, and I'm pinpointing. Sometimes people come to me because they've been to doctors and doctors can't tell them what's wrong. Sometimes people come to me because they just want to make sure I don't have some silent, thing inside of me, like cancer or anything like that. Silent. I do get a lot of people. I end up having to tell them about thyroid issues, or personally, I've ended up reaching out to people for a lot of medical problems. So I will say that if you are looking for insight psychically for medical issues or problems with you or a child or something, I have a lot of success in that. I recently, helped Dominique and her mom. She had gone to the hospital with this excruciating pain, and the doctors couldn't seem to figure out what it was. Well, in my reading, I had found that it was a hernia that was causing the issue, and it took her family pushing the doctor to get an MRI to find the hernia. It was there. They just didn't see it from whatever test that they were doing before. Just let you know, if you are in need of that type of service, the link is in my bio. I'd be happy to help you out. And if you still have questions about it, just find me on Instagram and message me on Instagram, and we can chat about it before you purchase the reading. If that's something that, you want to be more comfortable with this, I'm good. We get that. Okay? Okay. Ashley, let's do this. Okay, I just purchased a reading with you. Okay. Let me see, hold on. I just purchased a reading with you. Someone just says scammed. I'm not sure who, let me see. Let me go back through this. Sorry for the silence. Sorry, guys. All right, I'm trying to figure out what is somebody. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on, but okay. So there's some questions about the services and how it says 7 days. Okay. Now, on all the third-party sites that you go through or work through, whether it's Memo, Hey Hero, Snipfeed, Cameo, these are all other services that do this similar to what I do, where they host, they provide a reputable service and payment and whatnot. And so when you go there, it just basically it allows time for your reading sits there for up to 7 days, which means Ashley N, don't worry, I saw you, babe. I'm going to get to you in a sec. So which means, like, say I'm super booked and I don't get to your reading within 7 days, what happens is it gets kicked back to you and your money gets returned. And that's only there for when things get really busy. Normally, if I accept your reading, then that means I'm going to get to it in the next day or two. Now, there is a service for urgent responses because I cannot get to everything when people send it in. And for example, like if I get 20 readings yesterday, then doing 20 readings like right away is very difficult. So, because I do like to take my time with each energy. So just be prepared to wait for your reading anytime from 2 to 5 days, I will say. It doesn't usually take 5 days. I think the max is like 4 usually, but that's with my load right now. Okay, so when it says 7 days, it's just basically be prepared. Okay. All right. I hope everything worked out, Dominique. I don't know. Adapt to survive. I haven't been seeing your, like, what's going on, but I hope everything's good. Okay. Okay. Now I want to read for Ashley N. Okay. Ashley N. A block of yours. Okay. Block of yours. Okay, so living your purpose, but I think it's more about understanding your purpose. Okay, I think it's about understanding your purpose. I feel like you want to live it, but I feel like it's about understanding which direction maybe to go in for you. This is Moonstone. I love Moonstone. I do have plenty. I have Black and Peach Moonstone, and I don't know if I have it in my store. So if you can't find any, message me. I'll get you some. But I would suggest doing a North Node reading for you. What a North Node reading does, it's an astrology reading where you have to give me your birth date, time, and place. And then I look up where your North Node is. And let me just give you an example, because I figured out what my life purpose is, like what I'm supposed to be doing, like this. I figured this out by understanding my North Node. So in your astrology chart, you can do this yourself, guys. Take notes right now. You can go to astro-charts.com, put in your birth date, information, time, and place. You're going to see your birth chart. Now, if you can't read a birth chart, just scroll a little bit down and it'll tell you exactly where your North Node is. Your North Node looks like a bell with curves on the side, okay, with like little swirls on the side. Now, it's going to be in a house and it's going to be in a sign. Mine is Aries in the 6th house. Now, if I go to the opposite side of the birth chart, then this is 180 degrees on the other side. This is where my South Node sits. Now, the opposite of the 6th house is the 12th house. The opposite of the opposite of Aries is Libra. So my South Node is the 12th house with Libra energy. Now, this means probably this is my past life. This is all the comfort zones and the stuff I was good at in a past life that I brought here now. And I realized that I was a shaman, a healer in a past life. And I'm not necessarily supposed to sit in that energy and do it in a Libra way, which is very like kind of hanging out in the ethers, being by myself in the 5D world, not really being out in the open, doing more collective work. And in this lifetime, I meant to do it for myself. I meant to work by myself, be my own face. Heal my own trauma, be a one-man show. And I meant to do it in the area of bringing that more into my work, bringing that more into my daily routines, bringing that more into my health, which is all the 6th house. Okay? So if anybody is interested in getting a North Node reading, the link is in my bio. I will basically be telling you what area to focus your life on in order to find success. Now, is your North Node comfortable? No, your South Node is. But you're bringing what you're good at into this new area that maybe you didn't think of. Okay, so it's not like you're leaving who you were behind. Okay, it's like you're taking certain aspects of who you were and you're kind of finding that middle ground of where you're supposed to be in this lifetime. Okay? All right. Brittany, Courtney, Caroline, Steph, I see your readings just came through. Thank you so much. And Steph, you're right there, so I'll just pull a quick card for you. Okay, Bloodstone, get up and get moving. This means no more wasted time, no more waiting for things to come in. If you are, it's like this. It's like I feel like I get a thought to do something, but then you're like, oh, but is it the right time? I really thought this would happen too. And you're waiting for something else to happen too. And I feel like you need to get up and do it right when you feel it, right when you sense it. If you have an image or a memory of something and it reminds you of something else, do it then, okay? Don't try to make an excuse to like prolong it, because I do feel like your intuition is calling you to act more in the moment, to listen more in the moment, okay? Why am I crying? Stop, I've been depressed for days, haven't moved off the couch. get up and get moving, okay? You can't wait for the perfect day. Today is the perfect day. Right now is the perfect time. Okay? Like, should we all get up and like do some stretches? So Steph gets up off the couch. Steph, touch your toes, like do some jogs, okay? See how this works, guys? See how this works? You got this, girl. Like, there's no time like the present to get up and get moving and just start your life, whatever you want it to be. Whatever you fucking want it to be. Okay? Don't ask me that question about, well, what do I do? You do whatever you want. Okay? You're your own creator. Don't sit there and say, well, I cannot predict my future. Fuck it. You can create it. You don't have to predict it. You can create it. Okay? That goes for all of you. And and a lot of people might come back at me and say, well, don't you read cards? Don't you read energy? Like, how do you tell the future if I have my own say and free will? Because what I'm doing as a reader is I'm reading your current energy and I'm telling you where your current energy is going to take you. And a lot of the time it doesn't look good. So what I do is, you're welcome, love, you're welcome. What I do is, I forgot what I was saying. Okay. I don't know what do I do? What do I do? What was I saying? Okay, the Michael case you just did, could you read more about it? I'm from the area and was around when it happened, when he went missing. I was advising a direction. I know, but I lost my train of thought. I completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, I can talk more about Michael's case. I don't know what else to say. It's pretty, like, I feel like the video that I made, I had worked on the case when he currently went missing. When in the moment that he went missing. And then recently it's kind of surfaced with Oracle Brie Marie and I had just done the case last Friday on YouTube, but I felt like I didn't actually say a lot of the visions that I got during that 40 minutes that we did. Like, I got a lot of visuals, like, and I wasn't able to describe them. So I just did that video because honestly, like, if you guys follow what I do, and you know now I'm in Aries North Node, I don't give a shit what other people say about me having to have permission to do a case. I speak for those who do not have a voice. I speak for those who have passed away, for those who are missing, for those who do not have a voice. And if people don't want to know the truth, then they can change their truth. I mean, or can they? I don't know. But I do feel like you sent a private message about Irion. Okay. Sorry, I have no idea how to say that last name. Good. That's great. Steph, I'm happy that you got up and you're a little bit happier, Steph. Okay? I really, truly am. Have you tried to work with his mom, Brandy? No, I haven't. I haven't been approached by her. I actually... there's few cases that I get approached by the parents, and she did not approach me. I've had a lot of other people who are close to the case approach me, hoping I can hear from my dad. Oh, okay. So if you do have just letting you guys know, I do mediumship readings. So if you would like to connect to someone who has passed, please click the link in my bio. It'll take you right to the mediumship reading. You can tell me, you can, I don't know if I have more success if you tell me the person's name or not. I don't know. I for some reason have confidence issues if I don't know their name, but let me tell you, readings like happen either way. If I don't know who you want to connect with, you can just say whoever, or you can tell me their name, or maybe that they're your brother or whatever. But mediumship readings are linked in there. They start at $44. All of my readings are just based on time. So I don't charge more for a medical reading or charge more for a mediumship reading or fertility or anything like that. Can you ask him? Okay. Can you ask him if it's a main freeway or if it is a water crossing? Yes, I can ask him that. That is a good. Okay. All right. Let me see what the question was again. Main freeway or if it is a water crossing. Okay. Okay, I'm being drawn to a main freeway. I don't even know what that means. Like would that be like a main street that goes over the water versus like a connector? Like, this is how I have to tell you it. It's on the other side of the water. I feel like if I'm at home looking at the water, I feel like it's on the other side of the water. So I don't know if I think it might be like out of, I just feel like it's on the other side of the water. I don't know how to say it. I feel like I'm looking at the underneath of a bridge from the opposite side of the water. Like I'm looking at the opposite side of underneath a bridge across the water. That's all I feel like I personally can tell you as far as my vision for him is concerned. I feel like I'm standing, but I don't know, again, you know what? I don't know if that means where I'm standing is where he is or if he's underneath the bridge. I do feel like it's close to a bridge though. Okay? All right, here we go. Let's move on and take a little sippy sip here. I do have 3 of these baby Buddhas left, guys. Do I see any trailers? I am not seeing anything above the bank. It looks like a high bank. Like I feel like it's a high, like when I feel like it's a high bank. So like the bank is at a slant and I'm down below. So I'm not given anything above like where the road would be, like if that makes sense. But I have 2 Howlite baby Buddhas and 1 crystal clear quartz Buddha. I don't know if I have my clear quartz. Here it is. Oh no, that's not it. Buddha. I have a white, like a white rug down, and my Buddha is clear, so it's hard to see my Buddha. Okay. All right, guys. Let's keep going. Let's do a few more readings. Want to do that? Let's do a few more readings. All right. I feel like it's between Fruitland and Weiser. Is Weiser? I do remember when I looked at the map, is like one side of Snake River, one like Oregon and Idaho, something like that. So I remember during my live we said something about it being possible that it was outside of a district, or he was close to home but it was outside or across the river where they may not be able to go or something like that. So take that into consideration, okay? But feel free to message me on Instagram about this, okay? Okay, so someone is asking me about, I recently did Michael Vaughn. I did a reading, and the reason I had gotten such vivid images is because I've done multiple readings on this case before I ever did one video. The jurisdiction changes at the bridge. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. You're from Twin Falls, Idaho. Okay, this was in Fruitland, someone said, right? Fruitland. Can you see a hit and run accidents? Can you see hit and run accidents? I actually just did a mediumship reading, and I saw, like, the person that I was reading told me car accident. And then I saw a car accident or pileup, but they didn't tell me any information about it. So if there was important information about a hit and run, then I could probably get that information if it's important. Okay? I might be able to tell you information about that day. I don't necessarily know if I'm given... I have a hard time with names, and like names, especially if I've never heard the name before and it comes through, or a word that comes through that I've never heard before. I have a hard time like hearing the full word. I don't know why, but if you guys are wondering how much for a reading, I have $16 specials available through the link in my bio. Okay, usually the readings are $22 and up, but they're starting at $16 today. All right, here we go. Let's do, well, thank you for being here. My name's Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium. I'm also an intuitive life coach. I have a master's in sports psychology and other behavioral analysis, and I like to combine my psychic work and spirituality with psychology and understanding how we heal, to help you guys heal. Okay, so let's do some more readings. All you have to do is say your name in the comments. We're going to go over some blocks, things you need to heal, maybe messages from your guides. Okay, Kelly. Kelly. 2 cards. Okay. So I do feel like you're going to be going through a transition in your life, and you have to find the strength to push through anything that feels awkward, anything that feels uncomfortable, because I do feel like you're truly going to be finding new pieces and parts of you, and it's going to take courage and it's going to take strength to actually incorporate those pieces and parts of you into your relationship. I think that just blurred out onto me. Are you not truly being yourself in relationships either? But I feel like it stems from childhood, where there were parts and pieces of you that you had to hide for whatever reason. Maybe you were the loud one, and people didn't like, adults tend to like hush children a lot, so I do feel like you need to really dig deep to find the strength to transform into who you are supposed to be, like the real you. And it's just going to take some self-acceptance from you. Like, society doesn't have to accept you. They can flip a bird. Like, you are who you are. And there's a reason that you're uniquely you. So be uniquely you, okay? It might be hard and scary. It might be scary. But I feel your pain. I feel the fear. It's okay. Okay? Thank you. I needed this. You're welcome. I love connecting with you guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. How do I turn off this live shit? Decline faster. Okay. All right. All right, guys, we have about 20 minutes left here on this live, where you get a chance to purchase a $16 reading instead of a $22 reading. But don't worry, I still have my readings up and available throughout the weekend. I know some people only get paid on payday. So what we're going to do next week is, we're not doing it today, but next week, keep an eye out, because I know some of you guys like to give gifts during lives. So what I'm going to do next week is the top gifter on next Thursday. The top gifter will get a free reading, okay? And if it turns out good, maybe we will continue to do top gifter, because I do know some people like to give gifts or emojis or stickers or whatever. And I'd like to make sure that I recognize you guys for doing it, because I do see you. So thank you, okay? Trish. Okay, this is for you, Trish. All right, so I got ritual. And this is kind of like Leo energy. So I do feel like you are supposed to be creating new rituals around creativity, things that really feed your soul, okay? And I do feel like okay, I am being told that you need to have a more sensual relationship with yourself. Okay? And by like scheduling in creative time, I feel like you're going to really start to make more of a connection with your true passions, your own true emotions, and I do feel like you're going to create some amazing art that you didn't realize you had the ability to do. Okay? And it's really about you being in the element just to be in the element. It doesn't matter what you're creating. Just know that. Every stroke, every pour, every stitch, whatever it is that you're doing is meant to be. Okay? It's doing something else. It's not about the end result of your art. It's about the process. Okay? Understand that. Oh, I heard someone say I really miss him. I'm so sorry. It is really hard for us to accept, when people are no longer in our lives. And it's even worse when we feel like we've been speaking to them and they don't talk back. Or maybe we did get signs in the beginning and now we don't get signs and we want to know why. A lot of the times we are keeping ourselves from communicating because we think it looks or feels a certain way. Like when I was coming into my abilities, I didn't realize that they were going to evolve. I didn't realize my abilities weren't exactly how, like on day one when I opened my eyes and realized I had them, they were always here. Those abilities, my perspective has changed over time to where I feel like I've had to get to know them. I've had to learn them. I remember the first month that I came out to the public after I had done like a medical reading that saved someone's life. I came out to the public as a public medium. And I did like 75 to 150 like free readings. And the reason I did this was so that I could get to know my own abilities, to understand my own abilities. I had no reputation before this. So I was doing readings just for reviews. And in turn, it was like those people who thought I was helping them, they were helping me at the same time. And I was gaining confidence and I was understanding my abilities all at the same time. So if you guys are just getting started, if some of you are readers, if you are having a hard time getting people to get readings, then it's because the best thing that I can tell you in this profession, you want to call it a job, it's not really, it's me, it's who I am, it's word of mouth, it's experiences. It's, like people come back because they had great experiences with you before, or that they can vouch for you that they had a great experience. I mean, how many people in my email come back and say that I was dead on in my medical readings? I don't post all of those, but there are some reviews that I can post. So, if you need to go back to square one and you need to give some free readings to do that, then do it, but just know that along the way, you're going to develop your own worth, because the hardest thing I had to do was price my readings, guys. The hardest thing was for me to realize that there was value in what I was doing, okay? South Bend, I'll be there this summer. Family reunion, I'll be in South Bend. Okay, Ginny, message for you. What are your blocks, Ginny? I do not do readings once purchased, but I do have an urgent response. If you need your question answered right away, then there's an urgent response button right when you click the link in my bio. You would click on that. Reading urgent response will get you the reading done right after the live. But during the live, I focus on free readings. I focus on educating you guys, letting you know whatever you guys need to know about, okay? But the urgent response will be sent back ASAP. All right, Aisha, Ashley, I see your readings came through. Thank you so much for purchasing, guys. There's 15 minutes left. I have 15 minutes left in the live. Nancy, I see you, Nancy. Oh, Nancy. Okay, Nancy, you need to do some grounding. What's hiding behind the grounding? There's a card hiding behind it. You want to know what it is? This is probably going to have something that has to do with childhood from healing, because whenever I get grounding, it has to do with like programming from childhood, going back and realizing that your habits are creating your life. And if you want a life that is different than what you're currently experiencing, you cannot do one thing the same that you're currently doing. So what is hiding behind here? Refinement, fine-tuning. Okay, this makes so much sense because it's in reverse. You're not doing it. I feel like you need to go back and refine your morals, your ideas about what life is, what jobs look like, what jobs are, how we get paid, what relationships look like, what the fuck a marriage is, and what that means. Like, you need to go back and look at what and who created your thoughts about what the world was. Because I feel like you're trapped in this idea of maybe what you saw your parents do, or maybe the opposite. It could be, I'm not doing what they did, and now you find yourself right in it and you can't figure out why. It's because you developed their habits. You have to go in and see where their frameworks and their grounding works became your grounding work. Okay? I hope that helps you. And you know, guys, if you resonate with any of these messages, take them. Just take them. Okay, if you are watching this later on YouTube, which I'll let you guys know how to get there, and please subscribe. I would love it if after this, all of you guys went to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would love it. I don't have a lot of followers on there, and what I do is I take these lives and I post them on my YouTube channel, which is called The Meta Movement. How to get there, click the link in my bio, scroll to the bottom, and you will see The Meta Movement. Click on that, and you can please subscribe to my channel so you will see any new lives or content that comes out. You will also be able to go back and view your free reading on there, okay? Shannon. Here we go, Shannon. I feel like I need to tell you need a pendulum. I don't care where you get it though. Your guides are telling you need a pendulum. If you don't have one, then you need to be using it more. I got duality in reverse. The bananas. Love these damn bananas. Duality. Okay, there's two sides to everything, and it's your job to find a balance. All right, so if you are not relying on your intuition enough, this is how I feel. I feel like you're relying on like risk assessment, like instead of your own intuition. Okay, so focus on your intuition, balance out that fear response when you are met with a choice. Figure out are you making a choice based on fear? And if you are, balance that back out to figure out the opposite of the fearful choice. Okay, sometimes it's hard to figure out what choice is based on love, but it's easy to figure out which choice is based on fear and then do the opposite. Okay? All right. 12 minutes left. 12 minutes left. Oh my gosh. I am so happy to be here and connect with you guys. Emma Rose is in reverse for you. So I don't know if you are artistic or not, but I feel like your focus is a bit off. And I feel like, okay, let me zone in on this because some crazy ass visuals are coming through. I feel like the word discovery, self-discovery, this is so crazy. I feel like I feel like you're in a video game and you're going to discover some type of lost artifact inside of a tomb. And once you find this artifact, you're going to be like, this is what I've been waiting for my entire life. And I feel like this one thing changes your entire life. And I don't know if you've already found it or not, but keep an eye out for it. Because if Emma Rose, if you feel stuck, if you feel like there's a lack of focus, just be open to the fact that something is going to come in your life that is going to spark creativity, imagination. You're going to be like, where have you been my whole life? You're going to feel like you have so many ideas. Okay, so just be patient. Okay, it's coming. It's coming. All right, water break time. Don't forget to check out my awesome pendulums that I have available through the link in my bio. Click on pendulums. My store is not amazing as far as being able to like search for things in my store, so I do apologize. I'm going to work on that. But I do have all the pendulums right in order, so if you are looking for a pendulum, this one's rose quartz. All right, and I make these out of polymer clay. There is not the crystal. The crystals are real, but the tops are polymer clay and gold flake. And I have this cute one that it has a little winter hat on it in case you live in some place that's cold and your pendulum needs a winter hat. It's a little knitted pink hat. And this is pink Himalayan quartz. Okay, they come from the Himalayan mountains and they have a little bit more iron in the crystal, which is why it looks a little bit more red, or what gives it its pink color. And then I have a blue hat, but this one is a Brazilian crystal point with a little bit of gold flake around that one. I would love to connect with some of you guys today. So if you're feeling drawn to me, please go ahead and purchase that special that's going on. Stephanie, Robbie, thank you so much for being in here. I see you guys just purchased a reading. Awesome. Ashley, thanks, Ashley. You're in here again. Awesome, Ashley. Thank you. All right. Okay, I feel like let's pick a deck. Let's use the Moonology Oracle deck. If you are if you're trying to figure out what Oracle deck to get to start giving yourself Oracle readings, Moonology is the bomb. And the reason I like this too is because it also, the book that comes with it tells you all about moon phases, different moon phases, manifesting, non-manifesting, what it means. It'll tell you every full moon and new moon in every sign. So if you want to learn a little bit about the moons at the same time as, self-discovery and healing, Moonology Oracle deck, go get it. It's a cheap deck. It's a great price. I have the link in my bio right now, okay? It is an affiliate link on Amazon. Okay. I'm stuck. All right. I just love when cards fill out. Okay, Catherine, here we go. Let's see. I'm gonna go through these fast, okay? Catherine, so I can get more people in the next couple of minutes. Have faith in your dreams, okay? Paying attention to your dreams, Catherine. Dreams and dream knowledge is the first step to understanding your deep psychological emotions, and it also shows you some of your psychic abilities, okay? All right, Demetrius, is it Dimitri? I remember seeing your name. Damaris, it's you right here, Damaris. Message for you, Damaris. Again, I'm going a little faster because we have 7 minutes left. Damaris, it's time for you to take action. Okay, this is Aries, and this is doing it for me. Okay, so take action, and you need to take action solely for your benefit. It does not matter what other people think, okay? As long as you don't have negative intentions to hurt another person, it does not matter how it affects them. It's just how the cookie crumbles, as long as you're being true, authentic, and in doing it in a loving nature, okay? All right, guys, 6 minutes left. If you guys want to run and purchase that $16 reading, I would love to connect with you guys. All right, Elizabeth, what do you need to know, Elizabeth, from your guides? Message from your guides, Elizabeth. I heard stay sharp. What does that mean? Luck is on your side. Stay sharp. It must mean continue with whatever education that you've been doing for yourself, whatever you've been into, that you've been growing your knowledge, keep doing that. I think it's lucky. I think it's the right choice for you, okay? All right, Alyssa. Whew. These are quick. These are fast. Alyssa, message for you, Alyssa. Okay, release negative energy, negative thought patterns. I do feel like it's like a situation happens and then you fall back into a negative thought pattern. You need to identify when you're doing that to get yourself out of it. It needs to be acknowledged every time. The more acknowledgement you can bring to that act, or it's a coping mechanism from childhood, just letting you know it's a coping mechanism. So once you realize this, getting rid of that negativity that doesn't actually help you. It doesn't move you forward. It doesn't get you in a good mood. Get rid of it. It doesn't serve you anymore. Okay? Summer. What do you need to know, Summer? back up. I heard back up. Win-win is in the forecast. Okay, so this way, if you are waiting for something to happen or you're waiting for something to break, it's almost like you're just waiting for news. I feel like don't do anything extra. Just stop. I feel like I need to say stop where you're ahead and just like stop now and just let it go. It's going to work out, but maybe don't put too much into it. Like don't go above and beyond at this point because you're afraid it's not going to work out for you. Okay? That could cause some problems. All right, here we go, Brandon. Emotions are running high. Go with it. Explore these emotions, okay? And for those of you who are working, you're welcome, love. For those of you who are working through your emotions, just know that, like, your emotions, like, they'll stop affecting you when they stop affecting you. And what I mean by that is, like, if you get the emotion to cry for something, okay, and you're, let's say you see a mother and daughter and your mother passed away, and it makes you emotional. So you cry a little bit, and then you suck it up, and you wipe your tears, and you get on with your day. And then a couple months goes by, and you see the same thing, and you're wondering why it's still affecting you this way, and you get emotional again. You wipe your tears, and you go. It's because you have not fully processed your emotion. You have held it in. And it's not until you are literally, I need you to cry until you cannot cry, until it feels weird to cry, until you're pushing just sound out of your body. Like that is when something will no longer affect you. When it doesn't affect you, okay? It's almost like when you get used to something, it has less of an emotional reaction to you, okay? So even abuse, okay? You get hit the first time, you might be very emotionally reactive to it. But if you are used to being abused, eventually it becomes numb to you. You don't get it, you don't see it or understand it. So sometimes just falling into that kind of I guess falling into your emotions and being a part of your emotions is different than trying to figure out the origin of them, okay? 3 minutes left, guys. I would really love to read for some of you. Melissa, thank you so much for booking, Melissa. I said Melissa's name and I got a card for you. So in case you had some type of other question, Melissa, nothing is going to come of this situation. You will be fine. Everything will be fine, okay? All right. Clara. Who are you looking for? Take time to breathe out. And what this means for me, like it says, take time to breathe out. This means that you're like anxious about a lot of things. Like it's like when you hold your breath waiting for something to happen, or kind of just being in this anxious state of mind until something is revealed. And I even am being shown of like your mind racing at night, like you're trying to go to sleep, yet you're thinking about all of these things. And I just feel like you need to allow yourself to take that breath out and really push, like use that breath out to push away anxiety. Use that breath out to push away feelings of depression or negativity. If you have to visualize that breath out as a color, like red or black, and then your next breath in is like a white light or light blue color, okay? So just do that regularly for yourself. I feel like breathing exercises, okay? All right, guys. We've made it to 1:30. We've made it. So that means I'm going to go and change my prices back to $22 like they were before. So I thank and appreciate all of you who purchased a reading from me. I love connecting with your angels and you to help guide you in the right direction, help you with healing, anything that you need, guys. I would love to have you guys follow me on Instagram and YouTube. How do you find me? If you go to the link in my bio, there's like the little Instagram kind of like box. I think it has a check mark there or something. If you click on that, it shows you my YouTube and my Instagram. So you guys are so welcome for your messages. And it's Thursday. I don't know if I'm going to be on tomorrow. I might pop up throughout the weekend. I'm trying to get away. I'm trying to go into the middle of the woods so that I can start to put together some guided imagery for you guys. I really want to start to put together some classes for you guys. So if at any point anyone is like, wow, I really wish Katie could teach me this, I would love to hear from you. I will take all of your suggestions, okay? So I never bought a reading before. Does it show my purchase went through? Okay, let me see, love. Your name is Kayla? Kayla, yes. Your email starts with K-A-Y, right? Kayla, thank you so much, Kayla. So basically what happens, guys, you'll get a message saying that I accepted your question. If I don't accept your question, it's probably me sending an email to you asking another question. Normally that doesn't happen unless you forgot your birth date and you order a North Node reading. So please be patient. It can be up to 3 days. Most people will get it back within 48 hours. Okay. I thank you all so much for being here with me, allowing me to connect to your guides, your spirits, allowing me into your life and your energy, and really being open to the messages that I had to deliver today. And we just hit 22.1 thousand likes. I am good with that. High five. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I'd love to connect with you guys more. I am going to try to do that reading on, her name starts with the, last name starts with the I. I feel like it's going to be hard to pinpoint where she is, but I feel like that's my next step, because I feel like I have an idea of what happened to her in my head. I'm knowing, and you know, if you're still in here and I forget whoever you were that were asking about Michael, you can always message me on Instagram. And just knowing I'm okay, like there's going to be so much hate on all of my missing persons cases, because people have this limited belief, even within the spiritual realm, within mediums and psychics. Like, I don't know how they don't see it when they tell me something like, well, did you get permission? You're supposed to get permission in order to do a psychic reading on someone. And for myself, my Aries North Node tells me I don't need to. I've had many connections with spirit that tells me I am the voice for people who do not have a voice. Okay? I got kicked off. Did you do Katie? No, I'm so sorry. I didn't, Katie. So just know that I'm okay with any backlash or some weird feelings that people might have when I do these readings. I understand emotions are going to stir, but you guys also have to know that people project their innermost fears and traumas and truths in shitty comments. So pay attention to what people say in the comments. They could be revealing things about what they actually feel or how they actually feel about themselves. Okay? Thank you so much, guys, for being here. I do appreciate it, and I love you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. I will see you in the comments of my videos, and I hope you guys follow me on YouTube. Thank you, love. Thank you so much, Dominique. You too. Thanks, babe.